G'day guys, we're in the Wollomine National Park at Newton's Campground. My name's Paul.
I'm Chris, and this is Open Bar Adventures.
Let's get it on. Yeah, so here we are at Newton's. This is the road in. Yeah, it's about 40 minutes from Lithgow, I suppose. So all along here, these are private campgrounds, and that belongs to the Newton's Hotel, which is a private residence. You can go in there, have a little bit of a sticky beak in there. They've got a lot of history stuff in there, so but they don't sell beer. They don't sell much at all in there, really. But yeah, it's very nice.
Souvenirs and a bit of ice cream.
Yeah. So if you stay at these campgrounds, you get use of the shower facilities and the toilet facilities, even pizza ovens and stuff like that up in there. So yeah, so I'm not quite sure how much it costs. Probably normal $20 or whatever most of those little campgrounds do.
So buys at the moment, you need to check on the website, the Newton's website, because they are closed due to COVID.
Yeah.
So the camping's still open out here, which is free. But the Newton's part of the hotel, if you're planning to stay at the hotel, you need to check to make sure that they're open again.
Yeah, that's it. So, and even the campground, we had to go onto the National Park website and book on there to be able to come down and camp. But yeah, they've also got all these cabins and up there that you can hire out as well. So they've got a whole bunch. I think there's about four cabins you can hire out up here. And they range from different prices. So, how you doing?
Lovely dog, scared the hell out of me, but very nice. Oh, that's good. I'm happy to see her too.
Yeah, so only a couple of 100 more metres down the road here, and you come to the first camp spot. So there's two main camping areas down here for the national parks. Big open areas, plenty of room. So yeah, so if you follow this road, just keep following for a couple of 100 metres, you'll come to the first one. There's also a river crossing you can cross over with a four-wheel drive to get into the second camp spot, and we'll also show you that video too. So
Good job, managed to get bogged in yesterday.
yeah, we had a bit of a problem getting through it. It was, yeah, we had a little bit of a problem getting through that. It's just the sand, the river itself, so it's just the sand at the other end is really deep and chewed up, probably for the fire trucks and stuff. You know, had the fires down here in the beginning of the year, so it's all chewed up. So it's the first time I've had any problems getting through there. I definitely wouldn't take a two-wheel drive vehicle in there, that's for sure. You won't get through that. So okay, there's plenty of history down here. There's too much for me to go into, I suppose. But there's plenty of history. Because Newton's itself was a big shale mine area, and they had a lot of people living down there. They had schools. They even had a racetrack down there at one stage for horse racing and that. But yeah, they had schools, churches, and obviously the mine. We'll get to that later. But yeah, so this is a really big area, and so now there's not much left. The pub is pretty much the only building that's left in here, and that's privately owned. But everything else is just ruined now, so we'll see if we can get around and have a look at a few things. Yeah, so now we're down the other end. We've walked a couple 100 metres down. This is a basically the start of the national park. It's all up through there. It's all private property. But yeah, it's the main road in. So this is the first camp spot. We'll have a good look at the map here. So you can see the camping areas. So that's one we're going to look at now.
Yes, Little Capitol.
There's the Nunes Hotel. We've just walked down.
And that's where we are.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, so, and that's the other camping area there. So, yeah. That's just a little map of the area and a bit of the history of what's happened around here. Geez, they must have worked hard in those mines.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, so we'll head down there and have a look. So you can camp over here. There's little camp spots all the way along here. But I find this is more of a overflow type area because it does get packed down here, especially on long weekends and stuff. So you find, and a lot of caravanners come in and park in here, but you'll see why in a minute. We've got to go across a dry creek bed, which is simple. You can get across it, but some people just don't want to do that. So
it's actually a pretty good road into Nunes. Most of it down through the Walden Valley's tar now. We've
yeah,
only got about 9 kilometres of dirt. It's all this type of road. A few potholes is about the worst you'll come across.
yeah, depends. They do grade it frequently, but yeah, I've been down it when it's been shocking, and I've been down it when it's been like a highway. So if you take your time, everything will be fine.
There you go.
So, geez, I'm a poet and didn't even know it.
Oh, don't start.
Don't start that crap. Yeah, so there's little roads off here that goes off the private property. There's private property around here as well still. People own little farms or little bush blocks. But there's a couple little spots up there you can go camping as well, but up in there. So we're heading up into the main camping area.
Ooh, the dry creek bed's not too dry.
Oh, there's a bit of water in the dry creek bed. So this one here, 2-wheel drive access, you'll get in here no problems. Just take your time and you'll be right. So go and have a look, have a quick sticky beak at the campground. There's a few campers in here. Still the middle of winter, so there'll be plenty of fires going on. Yeah, so you can see it's not nothing difficult coming in here. You can get in here with a 2-wheel drive vehicle, bring your caravans up through here. Pretty good. There we have it. And as you can see, there's caravans with a bloke over there in a little van. And just look at that view. We had bushfires through here about 3 or 4 months ago, so there's a lot of burnout area. But this place lights up, especially at sunset. It just lights up the sandstone cliffs. They just light right up. So you can see there's plenty of room out here. They've got a drop dunny. It's called a windy loo. They're really nice and clean, and they're really nice. So they've got a windy loo over there, and there's plenty of room. I mean, I've seen photos of this place packed, canvas to canvas, but that's like a long weekend. But yeah, this is only the first of camp spots. This is the easy one to get into. Plenty of little fire pits, tables. And down there's more bushwalking. You can go bushwalking down through there. There's many little bushwalks around the joint. Yeah. Very nice. So we're down at the crossings of the second campground now. So you've come down the road, you do a quick left-hand turn. Sometimes it's gated off. So you came in, they're doing work over here. Little walkway to get across here as well. Yeah, so you've got to cross from over there, you've got to cross this, and up through here. We got a bit stuck here yesterday coming in. Yeah, I think we got a bit of footage getting snapped out. The camera was playing up a little bit yesterday, so we didn't get everything, but yeah, so we'll get it on the way out. But yeah, so we got stuck in this. Just really soft sand. It's really soft. So yeah. But you'll get through with a 4-drive easy. I think it was just the camper trailers and that on the back, and we fully loaded up. Wasn't prepared. I got out alright eventually. I ended up having to put it in full low and drag me out. We didn't reduce any of tyre pressures. That probably would help if we had low tyre pressures. But yeah, but Chris got stuck and yeah, he wasn't going anywhere, so we had to snatch that out. I had to drop the camper off the back and come back down and snatch him out, which was easy. It was nothing. It's just where he got stuck in there, and the trailer bogged in a bit as well. But it was all good. It took us a couple of minutes to get out, but all right.
Nothing like an early afternoon snack.
Yeah, we certainly earned our beers last night.
Yes.
So there we go. Yeah. And no dogs. Alrighty, and there we are. We just camped down there. So I'll take you down to the other campground, which is once again, it's only a couple of 100 metres down the road here. Okie dokie. Now you might have to, Charlie, grab that one. Hey Chris, wait, grab that maxi track out and make it on the front wheel.
Okay. The front wheel spinning.
Yeah, front wheel's going.
I know why I dug it up. Forgot to turn the traffic control off again.
Kick it. All right. Chris, do that.
It's underneath the
You spat it out the other end. It's buried. You've buried it. I'll have to go. What I'll do, I'll go up and get my I'll go get the trailer off, and I'll come back and snatch you out.
Right.
Yeah.
So I wonder if the other one's dug itself in.
I don't know. Yeah, so there's our camp spot up there. Come in from that end, so we're going to walk down to the other camp spot. So this road here is all the old railway line actually. They used to run all the things, the old station here, old railway station. So that railway line goes all the way up to Newnes Junction. Then from there they take it to Sydney. Yeah. 10 minutes, platform 5.
Oh, thanks, buddy. No worries. Oh, where's platform 5?
Just down here. Yeah, you can see where the fires come through here. But it's about 4 months ago, so it's regenerating quite nicely. Yeah, so we're just about at the camp spot. We've got a fork in the road here. So you've got to turn left down in there towards the camp spot, which that's where we're going. And that one goes up to the ruins. We'll go and have a look at that later on. It's a kilometre up the road. So we'll drive up there later on and have a look. Yeah, you can see a bit of the devastation the fire's done through here. They had to take a few trees out. So over there you can see the other camp spot over through there. So it's just on the other side of this creek here, or the Walgan River or something it's called. We'll have to look it up to make sure. But yeah, the other campground's just over there. So as you saw before, nice little spot. Don't know if I mentioned, but it has the 2 toilets over that side. And I'll actually show you inside this toilet. I wouldn't usually do that, but I'll show you inside and show you how nice and clean they actually are. But here's the full drive side of the campground. Plenty of places to camp here. You can spread out, little spot to see. But it is spectacular and down in here during sunset. It really is a nice spot. So it's very open. Not as big as the other side, but still big enough. Couple of fire rings, tables, and plenty of room to spread out. And this is the actual Windyloo. I'll show you a quick look in here because these are better than the ones that you see, most ones you see. There we go, it's pretty spacious. They're designed for the disabled. Doesn't smell at all, there's no smell. Very clean. So it's very good. Yeah, so just walked down, just driven down actually about 1 kilometre from that second camp spot. As you can, there's plenty of little spots along here too you can pull over, but you're 1 kilometre away from the toilet block back there. But so now we're going to go up through the ruins, the Charlemagne ruins. It's a pretty interesting little spot through here. Yeah, so yeah, anyway.
Well, cheers to a good day. We had a bit of action happening today. We got up late.
Yep, but mind you, we've been doing shift work, so we haven't been finishing work until 1 o'clock in the morning and 2 o'clock in the morning.
That's true, and yeah, there was a few free beers flowing last night. So, but yeah, we got bogged down there on the way in yesterday, and today we had to help a couple of people out with their came in with a caravan and their Port Everest, and made the same mistake we did. Didn't stop and put air out of the tyres, and got a little bit out of the river, and of course buried itself. So it took us a few attempts to get him out, and then he decided to go up here, do a U-turn, and he's camping over on the other side of the river. We're supposed to be getting a bit of rain tomorrow, but at the moment it doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, we're off tomorrow. We're going home, but they're staying here for the weekend, so no doubt they'll be getting a bit of rain while we're camping here.
Yeah, so
But the thing is, that crossing is usually pretty good. Every time I've been here, you sit straight across it. Never had any problems. I've seen two-wheel drive cars go across that crossing. But I think with all the fires they've had to get in here with some heavy machinery. And we've seen some tracks around the old ruins there of tractor and whatever up through there. So I say that's what's caused that problem there. The sand's just all really softened. And so they must have chewed it up coming in and out. So. But
well, either way, we'll be right getting out tomorrow. I don't foresee any problems. Yeah. I'll have a fair bit lighter load than what I had on the way in. And
yeah, but mate, if we get in a strike, you offer to come down and give us a hand if we need to.
So that's a good thing. I mean, with the good thing about this community that we don't know each other, but always lend each other a hand. If you see someone in trouble, it takes nothing to get your gear out and use it in anger. Gives you good experience doing that, and also gives you good tips you find out from other people for next time when you get stuck. So,
and it's not hard to do. We're nowhere near really experienced full drivers and recovering and all that. We do mainly touring type stuff, so we don't tend to get ourselves into too much trouble. So that's only like the second or third time we've had to recover. One of the first time was I had to recover me when I had an old Jeep. But yeah, we don't have that much experience, so it's not that hard to do. And just take your time, set up, and then yeah, as long as you take your time and take the precautions, it's done safely. You'll be right. So don't be afraid to.
And it's fun.
Yeah. So the tip is, even this trip away, like I said, we've come in and out of here many times and never had any problems. But always carry a little bit of recovery gear with you, just a snap strap or something with you. We don't have any winches and that. We just have our recovery gear. So it's worthwhile just to invest in a bit of recovery gear, chuck it in the back. If you don't use it, you can always help somebody else out. And it's always good, it's always polite too, that if you do get in trouble, that you've got your own stuff to get yourself out, not you always relying on somebody else. You look like a bit of a dill if you get bogged, then you've got to rely on somebody to use their equipment to drag you out. You should always have your own equipment with you. So
these are a pretty good investment too.
Yep.
As you can see, one of the things with not letting air out of the tyres, I've actually melted all the knobby bits that are supposed to traction on here, melted them all off that side. I'd say that if I'd put the air out of my tyres, it would have probably would have worked a little bit better. But yeah, they're always good to have. Give you a bit of solid ground.
Yeah, so Chris already had his tyres down to help this fella out today. I'm going to air mine now, just for that little bit of a creek crossing, just for that 50 metres getting across there. I'm going to let the air out of the tyres, because yeah, I'd rather do that than get stuck and then have to muck around. So, but like I said, it's just a bit of thoughtful thinking ahead, and make sure you've got the right little bit of equipment. You'll be right. So don't be trying to tackle those places. No,
you don't need much.
Just a snatch strap.
A good snatch strap.
A couple of shackles.
And
know your vehicle. Know where you can connect it and recover
make sure
from.
You've got recovery points on your vehicle. There's no point having all that gear if you've got nowhere to attach it to.
And even look at a few YouTube videos and people show you how to do snatching, because there is a little bit of an art to it. It's not hard, anybody can do it, but just know how to do it properly. It makes all the difference, because they're designed to like elastic bands to stretch out and then contract, and that's how you get that momentum to come out. So just have a look at that. But we're not going to show you, we're not in instructional video at all.
Oh no.
This channel is not going to be an instructional video. We'll show a few tips and things that we do. But
to the point where I have to be told today how to do it properly.
Yeah, so we're not in an instructional video. So,
that's all right. It's all good.
But we've had a really good day. We went for a walk around the ruins. We found an old, where the old school was up there, as you've seen in the other clips. So yeah, we've had a really nice time. We're only here for 2 nights, so it's only really one full day here. So
yeah,
just time restricted. I've got to go back to work on Sunday, so and this is now, today's Friday, so I'm going to head home tomorrow and back to the old grinding stand, hopefully work 10 days straight or something, then hopefully I'm going to get another few days off and go out somewhere else, and yeah, just a wife lets me.
Yeah. All in all, it's been a very good, relaxing 2 days, even though we're only just really back at work from our big break.
A big trip.
And we did our big trip out to Broken Hill and Menindee Lakes.
And that was sort of like a last minute thing too. We had another trip planned to go up through Queensland, but with all this COVID stuff, it's probably better off just staying in your own state at the moment. You don't know when the borders are going to close, when the borders are opening. It changes day by day. So yeah, so the national parks at the moment, you've got to ring up and book in. Costs $6 to book, even though this is a free campground. Still costs $6 just for one booking, $6. So you don't mind that, I suppose. And then yeah, I think the state parks are still free, and you don't have to book. You can go in there. But yeah, just check ahead. just get out there. It's not hard to get out there.
That's it.
So yeah.
Well, we've got this lovely fire going now. We'll settle in for the evening and
Yeah, have a couple of beers.
have a couple of quiet cold ones.
We listened to the footy last night, and my Parramatta Eels got up. It was pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, we've got a couple of games tonight too.
So yeah, so we just sit back, and that's what we usually do. Sit back and maybe listen to the footy on the weekend, just quietly. We're not going to just. There's no campers around here at all, which I'm surprised. They're all over the other easy side, and I think there's two other campers down, but in the main camp area, there's still nobody in there, which is very surprising. So there's two other blokes down closer to the room, two other campgrounds, but yeah, so very quiet little spot. But where we are, there's nobody camps around here anyway. This is the reason why we picked this spot, to get away from the main camp. So yeah, so we're going to sit down here and listen to a bit of footage tonight. Enjoy it.
We will.
So yeah,
We will. It looks like it's going to be another beautiful star-filled night. There's promise of rain coming in tomorrow.
yeah.
Well, it's a bit hard to believe, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, my son's along for the trip this time, and last night I think he got around 40 odd satellites he ended up seeing last night. So yeah, but that's young eyes for you, I suppose.
And tonight we're going to squirt vinegar in his eyes so he can't see so well.
Yeah, I'm even watching a movie at the moment, so it's good to have your son come along. So all in all, Newnes is a really nice spot, not far from Sydney. So it's only I live in the southern part of Sydney, so it takes me about 3 hours to get up here.
Yeah.
It's not that far, up and over the mountains. Get to Lithgow. From Lithgow, it's only about 40 minutes out of Lithgow. And there's plenty of little four drive tracks. You can drive up through up to the Black Hand Fire Trail, I think it's called, and that goes up towards the Glowworm Tunnel. You can go up through the Glowworm Tunnel. That's really good up through there.
Garden of Stones.
Garden of Stones around here. So if you are into your four driving, there's plenty of places you can use this as the base, and then from here you can go up and there's heaps of little spots you can go full driving and checking out. Like I said before, plenty of bushwalking around here too. You can actually bushwalk from here to the Glowworm Tunnel as well. So,
Well, we did 11 k's walking today without even
leaving
leaving the campground.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really worth coming down. It's really peaceful where we are. Yeah, so it's really worth coming. Newnes is one of my favourite go-to spots actually. So,
We're camped up here. We got the Walgan River flowing through the campsite, just down there. Beautiful little river. It's good for swimming in the summertime. Nice sandy bottom. And then you've got these fantastic sandstone things that at night, as the sun goes down, they light up like a Christmas tree. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Nestled in the western edge of the Wallamai National Park. There's our mate, Sir Hopsalot. He's around there. Plenty of wildlife. We've seen a few roos and things today.
Yeah, there's a few roos around. Usually there's a lot of, well, where we are, you don't pretty much get wombats too much. But in the other campgrounds, we see a lot of wombats. And they'll come out when it's quiet. When there's a lot of campers around, you won't see the wombats, but they'll just come grazing to the campground. So But I'm not quite sure after all these fires have gone through, we haven't seen as much wildlife, especially kangaroos. We haven't seen as much as what I had in the past. But we come down here a couple of years ago and we saw fireflies, believe it or not, and that was around October, November we did. There was fireflies in the bush. It was amazing. So yeah, plenty of wildlife down here. So it's really worth the trip coming down the years. Look, it's not far from Sydney, and it'd be good for a weekend or just even a midweek trip, just to get away from everything. Just bring everything with you though. There's not much. There's a little bit of firewood around, but you're not supposed to collect in the national parks anyway. So we bring our own firewood. This week we've got an old fence and a bit of jacaranda tree we're burning off. So
Which burns surprisingly well.
yeah, actually it's really good actually. Yeah, surprised. So, and once again we've got Gary, the fire pit with us. There is fire pits around, but I know Gary the fire pit, you can put him anywhere, and yeah, you can set up wherever you want. Yeah, so that's about it for us. We're going to settle in now. I hope you enjoyed the video, and
Yes.
and this campground. Come and have a look. Not far from home. Come and have a look. All you Sydney siders out there, come on down. So yeah, so
Come on over.
yeah, come on over. Yeah. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed our little video. If you did like it, please push the like button and subscribe. Why not? We're gonna keep doing this.
As many as we can.
And if you have any comments and any places you want us to go, or any way we can improve our video, things that you don't like, let us know, because this is only this is only a new channel, so we're happy to take some criticism.
We won't listen, but you can give it.
Just don't be nasty, okay? There's enough nastiness in the world. You don't have to be nasty. We all know we're all experts at something, so yeah.
Yeah. Just remember that X is an unknown quantity, birds will drip under pressure.
That's right. Drip, drip.
It's good night from me and it's good night from him.
Good night.